Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 21 of my 31 must-hear bands of the 21st century. That's right. We got 31 days here in August, and each day I'm bringing to you one of what I consider the must-hear bands who have debuted with recording new material post the year 2000. So this particular band, it's a French band that I'm talking about here. They formed in the late 90s, originally operated under the name Godzilla, but they started releasing their studio albums in 2001. Of course, the band is called Gojira. French band, great French band. They've got 7 albums to their credit so far. They have been one of the more notable bands on the, and again, to categorize Gojira is kind of difficult because early on, kind of a death metal band, but also with djent elements and progressive metal elements, groove elements. They kind of don't really fit into one neat category. I always kind of call, to me, they're I can't even really call them a technical death metal band because they really, especially the last couple of albums, they don't really use growling vocals. They're kind of gruff vocals. They're kind of harsh vocals, but not like you would normally, like what people would call like Cookie Monster vocals. I did a little bit of that early on, but they've always been a little bit more atmospheric, a little more technical, a little more djenty, with the really complex rhythmic drum patterns and guitar riffs and things like that. But a really, really cool band. A lot of people dig them. I do as well. I've seen them live a few times. They're really, really good. So we've got, forming the band, we've got Joe, and I hope I pronounce all these correctly, Joe Duplantier on vocals and guitar. We got Mario Duplantier on drums and percussion, Christian Andrieu on guitar, and Jean-Michel Labadie on bass guitar. Older member to Alexandre Cornilon, who was in the band prior to them actually releasing their album. So, we've got, like I said, a bunch of albums here. We've got Terra Incognita, which came out in 2001. You got The Link from 2003. From Mars to Sirius, 2005. This was my kind of introduction to the band. And really the album, I think, that really got people to take notice to them. I mean, this is a pretty serious album, From Mars to Sirius. Really, really good stuff. Then The Way of All Flesh came out in 2008. L'Enfant Sauvage, 2012. Magma in 2016. And then last year we had Fortitude, which I think I still have in the car because I couldn't track it down, so it's probably buried in my CD stack in the car, but that came out in 2021. Also really good. As far as what my favorite is here, we also did a ranking the album show of Gojira not that long ago. I would probably say, I don't know, man, it's like I think From Mars to Sirius still kind of sits up number 1 for me, but I really love The Way of All Flesh is dynamite as well. Really, to me, and I like the first 2 albums, but I think this band just kind of has gotten better as they've gone along. Magma is pretty terrific, as is L'Enfant Sauvage. Great stuff. Like I said, weird kind of arrangements, a lot of stop-start, staccato riffing. He does on guitar. They do a lot of these kind of like weird, like kind of pick scrapes and things, and utilizing certain effects to give these kind of like weird noises and stuff. To me, in a way, sort of, they remind me of Gorguts in their ability to kind of create kind of odd sounding, complicated riffing that just kind of sets them apart from everybody else. And like I said, they do a good job of introducing atmospheric moments and the clean and the harsher vocals, and their music is just very kind of thought-provoking, and it's certainly very heavy, but not constant. Just a really, really cool band. A lot of groove too. I mean, you got to commend the drummer and the bass player for really the bottom end is really enormous on a lot of the songs, a lot of these albums. But again, that also has a lot to do with the kind of riffing that they're doing. So really, really cool band that don't sound like anybody else. The Gojira is like in a world of their own. They're an entity of their own, and I think that is always pretty special when you come upon a band that like you really can't describe their style because they don't fit into any neat bucket. But as soon as you hear them, you instantly know it's them, and that's Gojira. Nobody sounds like them. And that's really cool. And you know, I think if you're someone who's watching this who has maybe heard the name but kind of stayed away from them because you've been a little nervous if you don't like extreme metal, it's like I would say give Fortitude, their latest album, a try, because I think that's out of all their albums, that's the one that has the least amount of anything that could be considered extreme metal on it. Really, really cool album. I like Fortitude quite a bit, and I think it's pretty dynamite. But they're all really good, really good catalog. So Gojira from France. Check them out if you haven't already. If you are a fan, let us know what you think down in the comments below. Give us some words of wisdom. If you've never listened to Gojira, go and check them out, and then report back and let us know what you think. And also your pick for day 21 here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please click that little like button. It's very, very important for the YouTube algorithm. It gets us out in front of people that who maybe have never visited Sea of Tranquility before. That's the important thing. And also down below, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page and our merch page. So go and investigate those as well. I thank you, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow morning with another of my 31 must-hear bands of the 21st century. We've also got coming up today The Curse of the Collector, and tomorrow, of course, is the Hudson Valley Squares once again kicking off the work week. So till then, I am Pete Pardo, everybody. See you real soon. Bye-bye.